All right, yo, everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Koined Insights. My name is Omari Harris, and I am joined by my co-host and co-founder of Coin Digital.
Chanel J. Harris.
You have to talk up, girl. Stop going like you're shy. Stop going like you're shy.
Hi guys, I'm Chanel.
This save of the city, you know, like when you're going like it, like you're shy, but come on.
Hi guys,
My name's Chanel. A lover
thank you for
of
joining
good
us today
food.
and experiencing.
Yes.
So today we have a very not even one, two. Like we have to start off so good. We have to get two people one time. We have our very good friends. They are, the owners of one of the most prestigious restaurants
Oh, God.
and catering businesses in Jamaica. They have leadership written all over their faces, all over their lives.
Them part.
Award-winning chef is one of them. The other one just has an award-winning smile all the time. And they are our good friends. Please help us welcome Timmy and Charissa Skyers.
What up, what up, what up? We here.
Guys, how are you doing?
We are well, bro. Happy to be here with you guys. Congrats. Honored
Thank
to
you,
be
thank
on the
you.
first episode.
Yep.
Yeah, man, we're grateful. We're grateful. We're setting the bar real low to start. We love it. We love it. That's how we should do it, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're good, bro. Happy to be here.
So we'll have some icebreaker questions.
Yes.
Do it.
Let's go.
Okay, guys. So, get an ugly haircut or have uneven eyebrows.
I mean, I don't do my eyebrows, so I would rather have uneven eyebrows than an ugly haircut. I've had an ugly haircut before.
What weave can wear?
And a hat can definitely wear, so I'm gonna take the
Nobody
ugly
ever
haircut.
them got uneven lady look at makeup lady.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
take
do my
the
eyebrows, so-
ugly haircut.
There are ways around this.
Give me the
I guess let me get some
give me the ugly
True.
haircut.
Ugly haircut.
Yeah, man.
always
I'm
right.
gonna
That makes
slap a
sense.
hat on that.
Unless them shake up the sides.
No man, hat.
That's the thing.
Or unless you go somewhere and they're like, no hats allowed, sir.
Yeah.
That, no,
And you get shamed.
No
that,
man.
no.
Hat over that to me.
Would you rather be able to fly or breathe underwater?
Fly.
Yeah.
I know what with the
Yeah,
sharks.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Water body is way too far. Like, what if you're in the middle of the city?
Chances of dying under there a little higher.
But you
Yeah.
can breathe under there.
Yeah, but we can
So
fly.
chances are if you
You
can
can
breathe under
bring
there,
it
you're
up
gonna be
this
shot
Fly,
right.
go foreign, go shop.
Yeah, fly is cool. Fly is pretty cool. Fly is
If I want
pretty
to go
cool.
underwater, just put on a scuba mask and fly underwater.
Yeah. What's also interesting though is I just found this out. Babies actually can breathe underwater when they're so
Yeah, that-
yeah, so babies breathe underwater and water birth when them born like legit when a
It's
baby
true
is
because
born.
they come like
Yeah, when a baby is born, they can actually be
in a
underwater
water
in water birth, and so it's not until they come out and take their first breath. So technically, we can breathe underwater, or we did when we were born. You know me? So fly to the thing.
Look at talent.
Fly to the thing. You see me? Yeah, man.
So everybody wants to fly.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
No Aquaman around here.
Last one. Reading or audiobooks?
Audiobook.
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 I can't do audiobooks.
Really?
I listen to audio all day long.
Oh,
audiobooks.
true.
That's
I
me.
want
I
a
think
quiet
I'm ashamed
space.
of attention.
Yeah, man.
So I have to listen.
I want a
Yeah.
I
quiet
cannot read a
space and
Can
I'll get a physical
I know this
book.
isn't an option, but like I think both for me. Depends how my
Like,
brain.
follow
So like
up.
if I'm working, I'll listen to an audiobook.
Yeah,
but
man.
like I really love the experience of reading. So
Audiobook.
for necessity,
Yeah.
but like not like on a beach, and like he does have a nice
Sit on the
little
beach. The waves in the back.
Yeah.
Audiobook. Audiobook to the
I
team.
think like visually I have a short attention span, so I'll be constantly looking all over the place.
I mean that happens to me too.
That's why I can't do the audiobook. So like if
okay,
I'm
get
in,
distracted.
because I'll get distracted and I'll not pay attention to what I'm listening to.
When you do mundane tasks like washing dishes.
Yeah, it's
But
clutch.
really
that comes in
Yeah,
clutch.
and
Yeah.
if you do something while doing it.
Yeah.
Don't know who invented
Driving.
audiobooks, but big up on us.
Yeah, man.
Brilliant.
Audiobooks to the thing, bro.
Brilliant.
That's
Yeah,
true. Audible all the way.
Yo, we just want to take the moment right here just to big up God, because all of this that's right here,
Yeah.
Without.
literally. So yeah, let's just transition into the episode itself.
Let's do it.
Want to talk to you guys about like want to come from? Like, I want to come together. I want to have this
Jamaica.
business called
Yeah.
the PA, the Pink Apron Hub.
Yeah.
Pink Apron business itself.
Brand
Like,
PA.
did y'all start this together? Did y'all, somebody say, all right, I see this chef. I want to make this chef like a star.
I wish that would have nice.
Yeah.
What do you call about?
How did it all happen? I guess I'd pick up where you left off, bro, which is it's all God, really and truly. So this November 8th, Pink Apron will be 10 years old.
Wow.
Been around 10 years in the business.
Not even known Timmy that
Yeah. So 10 years old. I've been in the business for been around the business for 8 years, been fully working for the business for 6. But Rissa is the one that fully started, concept, inception, all of it 10 years ago. So it's been around from before Timmy was even in the picture. You get me? Yeah, but yeah, so it's been around for that long. I came into the business when we, I guess, got into a relationship. We met each other, to keep a long story short, we met each other at Moreland's camp, or became friends at Moreland's camp. We knew each other before through church, but like where we really connected was at camp. And she was just telling me like what she do. Like I was a college kid, she finished college, fully entrepreneur, doing putting in the work from them time there. And she told me that she's a chef and caterer, and I never grew up with caterer. So I was like, what is a caterer? And like, what do you do? And she started telling me and whatever. And the beautiful thing about it was being a college kid and being an entrepreneur, we both had time. Because 8-10 years ago, we weren't doing what we're doing now. We were more flexible, and it was summertime, so we just spent a lot of time together. And I ended up washing whole heap of dish and whatever. And what I didn't really, yeah man, and wash dish them, and so yeah. I mean, to cut a long story short, again, I studied marketing at UWI. Rissa, as I say, is a chef. She went to Johnson and Wales University. Saw a need for another caterer in the industry, another option for food in the industry. She worked at different places and spaces before starting Pink Apron, but then took that leap of faith to start, and then I was able to bring my front of the house at my marketing mind to the business and collab with Rissa to build the brand Pink Apron that you see and know today. So it wasn't the two of us that started it. It was really Rissa who started it. I've had the pleasure of working for her, and and now working with her, and building something together. So that's the short story of how it happened, how we met, and as I said, we're celebrating 10 years come November.
Nice. So, I want to kind of understand how the brand itself started. Like, why? First of all, why chef?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, why Pink Apron? I'm like, I don't know.
No, like why be a chef?
Why be a chef? I don't know. I just, boys were honest, I didn't want me a vet at one point. But then I met chemistry and I was like,
How is she?
yeah.
Hey.
But what's really nice, my parents, they've never pushed us to the traditional stuff.
Yeah.
So I just love to cook. Mommy always used to cook. We're always entertaining. Pastor's kid, people always at the house. We're always cooking. So I'm like a bit, my mom have me in the kitchen, I cook. So I just loved it. And then I realized, like, through research, and I think some school came to Immaculate and they were talking about them. And I was like, oh, you can actually study this. And then I was like, can I do this? And I went to like a summer program at Art Institute. Saw that it was a whole career and a whole thing, and then I fell in love with it, and
Rest is history.
rest is history.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Can I say what I find hilarious is how Timmy says it started with him just doing free labor.
Yeah, they
and
did.
then even that's literally how we started.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Found her. I was like, yo, this girl is cute.
That's it.
We
Man.
got together and was content talking.
Yeah.
She had some clients.
I was like, hey, can you edit these videos for me?
Wow.
And then
Wow.
like slowly he does like, hey, like, can you like come on these shoots with me?
Yeah,
And then like
man.
he does
That's what happened.
Slide right in.
Yeah, man. She just threw a Pink Apron shirt in my hand and just yeah, man. And then it's funny. The timing was perfect again in that I used to drive a bus called Betsy, old white bus from my pops, and Risa had a vehicle, personal vehicle, but the job started coming in for her where it's like she needed a bigger vehicle to get the job
we
done.
do it.
And so it's just like, Timmy, ask your father if he can borrow the bus, and so I like to call myself really team muscle, for Pink Apron, lift all the heavy stuff, and God is good that when I came into the picture is the perfect timing for the bus, because it was at that point we need a bigger vehicle to transport the stuff. So before I know it, we're driving to Oshie, driving to Mobe, back and forth, and it was just, God,
Oh my gosh.
Betsy would carry us, no AC in there, stick shift, but we do what we have to do. It was a great time. It was a great time. I love when make you do crazy things. So,
Clearly.
That's how we started.
Yeah. So before we transition to the next side, I want to kind of just know like some of the challenges as a couple in business.
Challenges as a couple in business. Yeah, I mean, so obviously nothing is easy, but I would say this: Charissa and I, our experience with business and being a couple has been, I feel like, unique. It's been for the most part pretty smooth, and I think the reason for that is because there's mutual respect on both sides, right? I really do believe that there's a grace that comes with us. We are literally best friends. We do everything together. We go to the gym together. We work together. We lead ministry together. Like, we're literally always with each other, and we've been doing it for years. So it's always been a grace to it. Like, we're friends, and what's amazing is we're able to, whenever the boat kind of rocky, whatever it is going on, we're able to still take off that issues hat, put on our professional hat, and execute well. As I said, this really has been Rissa's brainchild and passion project from the jump, and I respect that 100%. And so ultimately, she is our team leader. She guides the direction and vision of the team. I play a big role in that as well, and I'm able to offer my opinions and lead where she's given me room to lead and area to lead and whatnot. And as the years have developed, and you've proven yourself over and over again, she's been able to release and share that load, and we carry it together. But yeah, I really do believe in teamwork making the dream work. And so for us, challenges, personally, like in terms of relationship, I haven't found that. I think the biggest challenge is, I guess, to not talk about work, because it's just so ingrained in who we are. And it's funny. It's like, there's a business, Pink Apron, and then there's Timmy and Charissa, but a lot of times it feels like it's one in the same. That's hard. And that can be a challenge, just like being able to separate your business from us. On a date night. Sometimes it's like, we ever talk about his work, but again, it's a challenge because we really love what we do. So it's not like it's frustrating. It's not like it drains us to talk about it. It really is a major part of our lives. We love what we do. We take on different sides of the business. So I'm an extrovert. Rissa is an introvert, which is typical among a lot of chefs. They tend to be like perfectionists in the back, making sure the food is great. I'm on the front, making sure the brand is, excelling, and the people are loving what they're experiencing, all of that stuff. So it works well where we come together and, make each other shine in those areas. So yeah, that's been my take on what I guess challenges have been. Obviously, money is the next challenge in general. Like, when your money not flowing the way it's supposed to, it kind of stress you out, make you, fret, and you wonder, and again, that can carry over into personal where it's on your mind. But as it relates to us as a couple doing this thing, honestly, God has graced us. God has graced us, no doubt, to be with each other. So we'll make it work. And it's all God.
I was gonna say, I was like, honestly, guys, that's very encouraging to hear, because I think similarly for Omari and I, we work very well together. But it's just like sometimes, like, boy, like, or like there's something happening personally, and I'm like, I forgot to work with that boy. Or like, the flip side is something will happen at work, and then I'm just like, don't Lukoya never sent off that invoice then.
Yeah, man.
And then also just like struggling to not talk about work, and I'll take most of the blame for that. I think I do it more.
Yeah,
like
man.
I'll jump up out the bed, I'm like, babe, did you finish anything that
Yeah,
video?
man, that's definitely Rissa. That's Rissa. It's
always going.
And Timmy's personal assistant.
Yeah.
My brain is like that, but more with the creativity side. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always thinking of new concepts. Like,
He is.
why you don't just do this, you know? But for me, I think I've learned how to kind of compartmentalize a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Very important.
Just for the health of the relationship.
Yeah.
What I've vowed to do is that we vowed to just put our relationship first
Yeah, man.
before the business.
Oh,
yeah.
In that the business must.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your children.
Yeah. Like you put.
Yeah.
Children.
Like what we...
I didn't want to slide it.
Yeah,
No,
that's something sure.
people just always say, you know, like when you put your marriage first, the children will, you know, they will benefit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
And
Point is our baby.
and that's how we look
So,
at Pink Apron.
yeah,
Pink
of
Apron
work
is our child, for sure.
Parents of a work on this first.
Yeah, we have to be healthy for this.
Exactly.
Moments in the day, and we're like, we just pause and we're like, I realize, babe, you okay? And she's like, no, you never make tea this morning. And then that, because that,
Yeah.
you know, that starts
Like-
okay, all right, let's sit down, let's talk about it.
Let's start over. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk again.
Yeah. Hey, pause.
But yeah, that's just an example of
Of
how,
course.
yeah, you know.
Of course. Yeah, bro.
Oh gosh, it's true. Okay.
You had a question about I don't remember.
It's gonna come to us, don't worry about
That's
it.
fine.
It's gonna
Look
come
right
back.
here.
You can just also look for it.
What
But
about-
I think I was just gonna say to this wasn't really a question. It was more of like an encouragement, or I guess to look out for couples who are thinking of starting a business together. It's not for the faint of heart.
No, for sure.
Not for
Yeah.
everybody.
It's
Don't
not
do
for everybody.
business. Don't do it.
Because
Yeah.
while some couples work together great as a couple, that don't necessarily mean you work well together as a business partner.
Yeah,
And-
as I said, I really do believe we've been graced for it because
Exactly.
most couples I know don't do that.
Can.
And I understand why.
Oh.
And people are shocked. People are shocked that we do
Yeah.
it. And as I said, we do everything
Yeah.
together. We have the
Everything.
same group of
Yeah.
friends. Of course, there is time that we segment for ourselves. So
Yeah.
like she has stuff that
Necessary.
she do, I have stuff that I do.
time.
Yeah, you know, me time is important, and we always prioritize, yes, the health of us as a couple, but the health of us also individually. So
Individually,
two
for
healthy
sure.
individuals come together to make
Pouring
that work.
into
But don't look at us and say, yeah, man, if them do it, we can do
Yeah.
it. No,
No,
it's
I
not for
definitely-
everybody, and that's okay.
Yeah, I definitely believe you have to be graced to work with
Yeah.
your partner. So hearing you guys say that, I'm just like,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
I'd say, all right. So other than being graced to work with a partner, what would be like one or three if you have that many? What would be one thing that you can say is a marker of I can actually work with my partner?
You know, the person 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a big indicator for me earlier was like we could just chill and not have anything going on, like legit just be in each other's space, and it never felt awkward, it never felt forced, it never felt like whatever. I know I like legit, like you could be over there, I could be over here, but it's fine. I think that's one indicator potentially that maybe, I don't know if that's to say that it carries over into business, but at least it carries over, it's a friendship, right? And there's a relationship there and you're truly comfortable. Another thing is if you feel safe around a person, being able to share openly, what's going on. Be able to receive both negative and positive feedback.
That's
Still working on that one.
Yeah, so those are two indicators for me that come to mind, and I guess I don't know if this is an indicator or more of a heart posture, which is just to always approach it with respect. So always, like, if mutual respect is there on both sides, I think again that's a great indicator. If it is there, it's like, she constantly a boy up, or you constantly talking down to her, that's probably a sign that we shouldn't carry this
Yeah.
anymore,
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Yeah. And even a sign that we need to work on something before we even think about business, So yeah, that's what comes to mind.
All right, we wind down a little bit,
Yeah.
but we want to get a little bit, give a little bit more advice
Yeah.
to potential business owners or people who are actually in the business already.
Yeah.
How did you guys, structure? How do you guys get to a place where you can say, all right, this is how I build up my business? Because they're moving now from a team of one to a team of two to a team of many.
Yeah.
What are some tips? What are some things that you have identified that works for you?
In terms of the hub itself?
In terms of, well, it's a two-fold business now, where you have the catering side and the hub, so you can touch on both.
Yeah. You want to jump in on that?
Well, for the hub, from a long time, Timmy and I literally just sat down and we wrote out, like, what was it? The core values, whatever, or culture code.
Yeah.
Like, we did it from early on, so we had a mutual understanding of what that was.
What we're trying to build.
In terms of system, boy, to be honest, a lot of the systems, until you're in it, you realize there's a need for it.
Yeah.
So even though we've still been out of the system, but I feel like we're in a way better place than how we've never had a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's so new to us.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, so Pink Apron Jamaica is a food service company, right? We do two things at the moment. We have the catering arm, which is, everything from a private event, so wedding, birthday party, office party, you name it, we do that. And then we have the restaurant PA Hub, which is a one-stop shop for all your PA magic, right? As I said, the company itself, Pink Apron Jamaica, has been around for almost 10 years now. But the hub, the restaurant, is 3 months old, right? So very much a baby. And so, like Risa said, we really are still figuring it out. My advice to people is, a lot of times, if you have this burning desire, burning idea in your head that you can't shake and you really believe in and want to do it, right? Try. A lot of time, fear will hold you back, right? And like Risa said, a lot of the time, which has been our experience, it's in the moment, it's in the doing it that you actually realize, oh, all right, for this to work, I'm going to need 2 people on the front, 3 in the back. When I looked at it on paper, I thought I'd need 2 in the back and 1 on the front. Well, so be flexible, be willing to change it up based on how it's going. Advice we got very early, which I really think is great advice, is make sure your books are in order, right? So as it relates to, so you were talking about invoices and whatever, just make sure on the accounting side of things, your books are in order. Get an accountant, pay the money, or take the time and do it yourself. Yeah, be in good standing with the government as it relates to tax and GCT and all of that. So that was the advice we got early, and I passed that on to everyone. Because, when it comes to even positioning yourself to get funding from the bank, investors, first thing they're going to want to see is, let me see your books. And if your books aren't in order, I promise you it's going to slow you down, right? So take the time to do the necessary work, to structure yourself properly in those ways, but also give yourself grace, pace yourself, be flexible. Just because the plan looks great on paper doesn't mean that when you actually start to work the plan, it's gonna work. What else comes to mind as it relates to structure? As you said, we went from a core team of 4, myself and Rissa included, so two other people. From that to about now 12, right? And it feels like an overnight thing, but it really has been an over time thing. It's been a process. It's a lot of sifting through, observing, looking. Like Rissa said, we've written out and we've made it clear what we want for our values, what we want the experience for our customers to be, whether we are there or not. Because another thing is that, yes, we're working for the business right now, but eventually we really want to set up ourselves to be able to work on the business rather than for the business. And so we're constantly looking and seeing, 1, looking for potential in people. 2, we're looking for, what's the next thing we're looking for? We're looking for people to replace us, right? So we are always looking to replace ourselves in the business. So as I said, I started off washing. I don't do that anymore. That's not to say that, that's not to say I'll never do it. I'm also very willing. For me, when I look at leadership, I really find it hard to ask people to do stuff that I would never do, right? So I've literally been in every position and role. For sure. You're not too big to do anything, right? But replace yourself. And we found a hands-on approach works, where literally being in it, seeing the gaps, seeing the needs is where you're able to say, all right, cool, we need somebody here, we need somebody there. I'm aware of how this works, understanding business, right? So if you want to start something, do your research. We also ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So before we even open the restaurant, we sat with several chefs, several restaurateurs. Up to this day, I have a pool of people that I call. Up to this morning, I was talking to somebody. So reach out to people. A lot of people are willing to share the information. Yes, you have gatekeepers, but you have others that are willing to share the info. We make ourselves available, myself and Rissa, to others who maybe want to, step into this industry or feel it out. We had a food truck at one point. People would reach out about that and just ask questions. The worst you can get is a no. The best you can get is like a roadmap to guide you to truly understand, is this something I really want to get into? And if so, all right, these are the mistakes that this person made. Let me try avoid that by doing that. So those are a couple of the pieces of advice that come to mind for,
That's really good. Thank you.
I think the last question I would ask is, what is the best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
No, that's good.
That's a really good question.
No, that's a great piece of advice. Yeah.
Not even playing.
Yeah,
No.
best piece of advice.
It helps.
No, you do it.
Best piece of advice.
Mine is up over that.
Yeah, wow, great. I think in this season of life, the best piece of advice I've gotten is to walk and talk. And what that means is, a lot of times as business owners, as people, we're going through personal problems, whether it be finance issues, staffing issues, issues with your landlord, issues with whatever. A lot of times we try to hold it inside and be like, I'm going to figure this out on my own. I'm not going to, I don't want nobody's system weak or, I can't figure it out. But oftentimes you'd be so surprised that when you actually share like with somebody, so I link you and say, yo, Omar, start going through this, and Omari is sitting on the solution to your problem, right? Whether it's a case where, bro, I've been trying to get in touch with this person because they haven't paid the invoice, and then literally Omari was with him last night and can just, open that door. Or, you need a mechanic to fix up to literally, last week we have a vacuum sealer. We've had the vacuum sealer for, I want to say 6 years now.
Wow.
We didn't know that we had to service a vacuum sealer. So it's just been going for 6 years. So literally now we and of course we're moving from catering, which is like 3 days a week, to an everyday operation. So the thing will work. so it conks out on us last week. Conks out.
Right.
And so literally I said, Rissa, is there anybody we could ask? Like, because we don't know, because all we know is where we bought it, but we didn't know like who services those. Does anyone service those? So she literally, one call, hey, I have a vacuum sealer, it's not working. You know anybody that can fix it? The man said, I have somebody right away. Boom. And she just got the call. While if you imagine it's sitting down on that big problem, and it's like, yo, my figure it out, take it apart, you look at, but literally just share. Like, but of course you're responsible with who you share with, but walk and talk. That's the best advice I've got.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And love Jesus.
Amen.
Always put him first. Put him first in it all.
The best advice I've gotten is just like, look, the worst thing that can happen is no.
Yeah.
Sure.
The worst thing people can say is no, and then like kind of following that as well is just ask.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
so same line, just ask.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Guys, that's it. Thank you so very much for joining the pod. If it is that you are going to, thank you so much for joining the pod. Thank you guys, Timmy and Riss, for coming on the first episode.
Of course.
This was a fun time. You can blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so you can check out Koined Insights on all the podcasting platforms and on YouTube at Koined Digital Studios. You can type in Koined Studios too. If you can type in Koined Digital, that's fine. And
You can check out the Sky Lounge podcast on YouTube.
Yes.
And
For sure.
check out the PA Hub at, is it 2 to 4 Gladstone?
Yeah,
Right.
2 to 4
Gladstone
Drive.
Drive.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, man.
Believe me now.
Thanks.
Believe me.
Thanks. Give
Life
thanks.
changing. Life changing.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Of course, pleasure, guys.
Alright.
Thank you. Honored to be the first. But yo, big up yourself, Koined Insights. Let's go. Let's go.
Bye. I need to pee. Sorry, did it cut?
Please keep that in. That's it.
I am for sure keep it at
Oh gosh.
All right.
Hard thing. Give that.